For extreme fat loss. So with your ultimate fat loss protocol, Trevor, can we take it up a notch and just eat during the week to gain muscle, keep our metabolism up, but also be burning fat at the same time, but take a couple days a week, like the weekend, or any other 2 consecutive days, where we just eat no food? Because obviously when we're eating no food, then we're not taking in calories, our insulin level's low, our body has to burn fat for fuel, but it could also slow our metabolism down. Whenever we crash diet, then our metabolism adjusts to burn less calories as our basal metabolic rate, less calories on a daily basis. So do you think, considering those two things, that it would be wise or a good strategy for more extreme fat loss to take 2 days off from food per week?
I do. I think so, 100%. And if you look into fasting and how fasting works, all I would say is take your training off on those 2 days and take your cardio off on those 2 days. Take everything off because your metabolism adapts to caloric changes, right, and deficits and when you're in extremes on anything. So a fast would make you seem, yeah, we're going to do a fast, our body's just going to drop, metabolism's going to crash. On the contrary, if you're not doing anything and you go into a fast and you're in a relaxing state or you're going to work on the computer, whatever it is, and you look at how fasting works and the pituitary gland and how your body responds to this, growth hormone goes up. It goes into a preservation mode where it's trying to hold and maintain onto muscle and lose the body fat. You actually can repair a lot of damage that you caused during the week, whether it was insulin insensitivity, from eating so much carbohydrates, redlining in one way, trying to build muscle, by doing the fast, but also not expending any calories and not going and putting your body through that workout and giving it the rest. You're counterbalancing that. You're balancing, and the homeostasis that we're always talking about and preaching in this series comes into play. Your body never adapts to one method, but you gave it time to recover. You gave it time to rest. Your body's still in a state of building muscle, just in a different way. And you're not expending calories, because what it is the cortisol. When you're expending too much calories and not taking enough in, or even if you're taking in too many calories and doing too much in the gym, taking those breaks from the gym, from the food and everything else, it's like a control, delete, or a reset function in your body. And it resets you and then reprograms you for getting ready for the next week. So when you go back to whether it was bulking, even fat loss, bulking or fat loss, your body's going to respond again that much better when you go back to it.
Is there anything we would do differently on a Monday if we had fasted on a Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, your Monday workout, you should have glycogen from the Friday. So my thing would be making sure you end your Friday on a positive note. If you were doing your insulin or your carb load, I'd make sure that you do that. But towards the end of the night, you were completely full of glycogen, because your body really is not going to tap into that glycogen. Me and another friend were just talking the other day about using fasting to come into a show, and how it was one of the best things I ever learned is to have whoever is getting ready for the show fast 3-4 days or so before the show, and all they would have to do is just drink water. They wouldn't even have to do a diuretic, and how amazing that they look. Dorian Yates did this by accident when he came in his best condition, absolute best condition ever, and it was totally by accident. So, yeah.
All right, there it is. Fasting 2 days a week.